I'm all about London, past and present, and remembering. And this is in memory of those who lost their lives in the act of terrorism on Westminster Bridge and at New Palace Yard on the 22nd of March 2017. Kurt Cochran, Leslie Rhodes, Asher Fraid, Andrea Christia and Keith Palmer. This plaque is also laid in recognition of the injury and loss caused to the many other people affected. Their bravery, humanity and resilience continues to inspire us. And you've seen this spot in the day. I like to show places day and night so you get the different aspect. And what a lovely one this is. You've seen Westminster Bridge, aka the Penis Bridge, earlier on in my slightly comical thing of Westminster Bridge needing Viagra. But now, obviously on the more serious note as we began with just now, because it's sad and it's horrible. Can't hide from these things, can you? Wow, it's the anniversary, the 22nd. I just checked on my phone and it's the 22nd today. I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that. So that's why the fresh flowers are all there. 6 years ago today. There you've got the Houses of Parliament. Big Ben. Returned to its original blue and gold. It was painted black for many years. They say it was because Queen Victoria ordered everything to be painted black when the Prince Consort died. That's partially true. Another reason is London was warmed by coal fires in those days and it made everything black. So like the old Tower Bridge, which used to be painted brown, it was more sensible to have dark colours that didn't show the dirt. Looking downriver towards Lambeth Bridge. This is Lambeth Bridge we're looking at in front of us, with the riverboat going towards that. Houses of Parliament. A place where knaves and thieves and villains live. If you want to go all Tudoresque on them. Right. And we are going to cross over to there and get you the views from that side. So I'll pause you and cross over. With one last nod of respect to the victims on the anniversary, the 6-year anniversary today. So yeah, there should be no more larking about or joking in this video. I do lark about and joke a lot, I know, but I shan't do that today in memory of all those poor people and brave people. I'm quite sure they wouldn't mind me having a laugh and a joke and a lark around, but there is a time and a place, and this bridge today is not it. Right. I don't know earlier about the anniversary. I may take the that video off with the wobbly penis things. What do you think? Do you think I should take it off or what? The old London Aquarium, MI5 buildings, the old MI5 buildings, the London Eye, of course. Looking down towards Waterloo Bridge and Blackfriars Bridge and Waterloo Bridge. Get some lovely views downriver at night time, you really do. See the train going across. It's a bit blurry when it's like that at night time. It takes lovely nighttime photos, which you shall see. Yeah, let's walk us a bit further along, because the river curves round. The river will curve around that way, And as you walk along, you get the different aspects of it. So I'll hold you up and walk along nice and steady. I am cold because someone stole my winter jacket. A waterproof winter jacket. It was suggested to me that maybe the person was desperate and needed a jacket. Must admit my slightly uncharitable answer to that was, do you mean to say that these people are justified in stealing my possessions? There we are. Had to buy a new one now. It cost me £16, the new one. Second hand, I don't mind second hand, don't bother me. She'll have a damn good wash. But the other one was new and it come from the market. It cost me 45 quid about 7 years ago. And it weren't some tatty old beaten up coat that you think of it, 7 years. It was a really decent coat. Washed it, hung it outside, and the people didn't make a noise. These thieves, they didn't make a noise. That's what really annoyed me. They rifled through everything because we don't have a balcony, so we've got like an outdoor area, communal area. We've got some like little boxes and things over in the corner, some packs of water and mine and what. There was nothing of any value in the boxes. It's just some toilet paper and some books and things in the bottom. Oh, and in the corner was some buckets from when I cleaned the fish tanks out that hadn't gone down the back yet to the shed. But yeah, they rifled through absolutely everything, stole my winter jacket and some clothes that belonged to a lady downstairs, all winter stuff. I mean, if someone asked me, I would probably give them a jacket. Well, no, probably. I would give them a jacket. I've done things like that before. Not like playing my own trumpet. People who know me, my parents and that, will tell you I have done. But just I hate that and just come in and just, oh yeah, just help yourself, yeah. I wish I'd caught them. Then again, probably don't, because I'm not a violent person, I really ain't, and I'm not like Mr. Hardnuts or whatnot, and that I really ain't. Anyone that knows me will know that's not me. But there are certain things that really push my button, and that, I must admit, did really annoy me. There we are. That's a story for another day, isn't it? We should be striking 7 o'clock soon, so I'll pause you, get you back over the road, get you some more views. Join me back over there. There we are. And there goes another riverboat. Uber. Uber is like Marmite, you either love them or hate them. I shall keep my biases to myself. Please feel free to add whatever you wish in the comments section, as long as it's not got swear words in it and stuff, because I may get in trouble again. I'm having to try and curb my own swearing, particularly with TikTok. God, anything that's got the F word in it, I do really try not to say the C word on film, because I'll try not to say it too much anyway, because if I work, yeah, particularly on film. But even like the F word and that, you can't put that on TikTok. Yet you can have videos of people eating live animals on TikTok. So yeah, that's wow, it's the Chinese app, isn't it? So they say. I'm only on the damn thing because it's good for the page. It gets you starting your content out there more. When TikTok first started, and when I first started my page, which was over a year ago now, December last year. No, December 2021 started my page. Yeah, and sorry, I was just looking at something. Yeah, December 2021 I started my page, and when I first started that Facebook page and YouTube page, I would not even go on TikTok or have anything to do with it. But it's got a little bit better since then. You just have to watch. I don't ever check my message box on TikTok. I did once, and I'm a man of the world, I'll admit that, but I open it. Right, I'm going to pause you for Big Ben chime in a minute. We have crossed back over. A nice little view down the river there for you, quickly. any minute now we should be going off. I just paused you for a minute or two. Wait for it, wait for it. Come on, England, you can do it. There we are. 7 o'clock and all's well. Wow. This little green structure down there is the Thames tide measure. You'll have already seen that for anyone that has watched my Victoria Embankment 2-part tour. If you haven't, maybe go back and watch that. You may enjoy this interesting little Victorian device that has been kept up to date and still up and running today. It basically takes a measure of the tide here at Westminster Bridge and sends it down to the Thames barrier. I think it's every 60 seconds or something like that. So the barrier, they know when the barrier has to go up or not. Yes. Please don't think I'm being chauvinistic. I'm really not a chauvinist. I promise you I'm not. But I've just seen a woman around about my age with an extraordinary posterior. You look at that kind of thing and you think, by Jove, what a magnificent beam. Wouldn't mind firing a broadside into that old girl. Ha ha ha. As posh people might say. Sorry for the vulgarity and crudeness, but there we are. I am but a red-blooded male. He gets what he gets of me. No airs and graces. Well, unless I'm in a church or somewhere nice where I can't swear and be a vulgarian, then I put on some airs and graces. Well, it's not airs and graces, it's just good manners, isn't it, I suppose? Right. Take you to our next little icon. I'm going to point you up for a minute because there are a lot of people about and I don't like pointing the camera in people's faces, as you know. But we're coming up to our landmark just here on my right, past this kiosk and bric-a-brac stall and sells all the detritus that a tourist could ever want or need. Let me go over here, quietly out the way. Rickshaws. If you value your life, do not go on a rickshaw. There we are. That's brilliant. Oh, that's good. That's not bad, is it? That is Queen Boudica, or Boudica, depending on how you wish to pronounce her, and on her chariot with her daughters. Boudica burned Colchester and London. I always call her Boudica. She burned Colchester and London in vengeance against the Romans, who took the kingdom of the Iceni off of her. When Boudica's husband died, he was the king of the Iceni, and he hoped that he might be able to leave half his kingdom to his wife and daughters and the other half to Rome. Rome was having none of that, because in Rome women were powerless. They had no power and no position. So they viewed that merely alone, that will, and Boudica taking the position as Queen of the Iceni, as an act of rebellion. That's what they viewed it as. So Boudica was whipped and her daughters raped. As any mother would want vengeance, Boudica was a queen of a powerful tribe, and she rode on Colchester and burned that, and rode on London and burned that too. But the Romans caught up with her in the end and they say that she poisoned herself. This statue by Thomas Thornycroft, God, yeah, Riggs here, was presented to London by his son, Sir John Isaac Thornycroft, CE, and placed here by the London County Council AD 1902. Jesus Christ, it smells like a public toilet there. Victoria Embankment run. Christ in heaven. That's Queen Boudica, or Boudica. I'll quickly point it up a sec while I just go over here. We can get some nice views from over this side. So you'll have seen this in the daytime. We're on the upper bit. This is where I went down there and along that way to the War Memorial and everything. And that's where I went. So you've seen it in the day, and now my pretty little petals, you're seeing it at night time. That is another thing that you'll find out about me, London Luke. What I like to do is to show places nighttime and daytime. Now that is gorgeous, isn't it? And under here are tunnels. The railway, most specifically, is under my feet at the moment, and the one down here on the path down there where we went last time, that's the sewer tunnel and whatnot. There's two tunnels, one below for raw sewage and one above, which has pipes and utilities and such like running through it, and there is a way into that apparently, which I am trying to access and find, and we shall see. Right, let's walk us a little bit further along. Over here is New Scotland Yard. Is that Old Scotland Yard? Yeah, it's the New Scotland Yard there. There was a great big protest when I came down this way a while ago. It's all covered in scaffolding. Oh, it's the best thing for it. If ever a building deserved to be clad in scaffolding, that one did. And I jolly well hope it stays there too. In a minute, I'm going to zoom you in because, yes, we're going to be seeing something nice. Yes, indeed. There we go. Now, if I get here, I'm going to zoom you in. There is St Paul's Cathedral. You can see all the way down the river, standing out. So you can imagine in the old days, without all these modern buildings, it really would have stood out, as most churches and cathedrals did. But yeah, these are all the boat kiosks and everything. Yeah, this is the Victoria Embankment, as you've already seen it in the day. But give you a quick glimpse of it at the night time. The War Memorial statue is over here, the Battle of Britain one. So yeah, I'll get you as far as there, and I think we'll call that then. I want to get this way because I want to get a nice picture of the London Eye. It's a shame that they don't have the strings of lights lit all the way along like they did when I was a little boy. That's one of my early childhood memories, and a bloody good childhood memory as well. Being brought along here with my mum and dad, my nan, my sisters, on one of our Sunday rides out, it would have been. And it was night time, it was evening time. I think we went to Oxford Street, then we went to the old Covent Garden. Dad used to take us to all different types of places, and we used to have lovely days out. Yeah, and then we came along here, it was all lit up. And I can't remember whether it was candy floss that I was got, or those hot chestnut things, you know, the ones that got cinnamon on them and that. Yeah, I can't remember quite exactly which. Yeah, need to get a little bit further along for that. But we're coming up to the Battle of Britain Memorial now, which, as I said to you before, it's got a little intriguing thing which has bloody intrigued me as well. It really has, and I will show you it. only going to be a 5-minute tour, this one. It's turned into a longer one. Where are we? Along here somewhere. There we are. Keyhole. Now why does a Battle of Britain memorial, which is beautifully lit at night, I must say, I didn't realise that. Shame the other side isn't. It's my favourite side as well that they've lit. Why is a Battle of Britain memorial got keyholes which open, which must lead to something? What is that? What is that something? That is what is intriguing London Luke, to the point where it's literally making my teeth itch. My mother will tell you from when I was a child, it's the worst thing you could do was to get something that made me curious. Don't matter how dangerous it was, that was worse. If it was dangerous, that was far worse. She always knew when I was a little boy, if it went quiet, get in that room and check what this little young man was up to. Because when I was a toddler, I don't remember it, of course, but I'm told that I completely stripped down a flat pack cot or chest of drawers or something. I mean, I didn't believe it for a while, but so many people have said it. Yeah, and I thought there was another one around this side. Yes, there is. There's another one there. So why are there keyholes in a war memorial? That's the question, my dears. Why are there keyholes in a war memorial? I mean, I've got my London Luke keys, which I will try, and we will see where it leads to. But gosh, I need to urinate desperately. Yeah, there's the London Eye and the London Aquarium. Very, very pretty and lovely. And on this wall, being careful where I lean. Oh, if you come along here and you lean on these walls to take your photos, look down before you lean on the walls, because they are packed full of bird muck. So yes, you have been warned. And these trapdoors do lead down into the tunnels, but I'm going to do some more investigating. The dry tunnel I would quite like to walk through. I wouldn't mind that, but sewers are not really something that would appeal to me, if I'm brutally honest with you. Some people like that kind of thing. The structural element of it would appeal to me. How they're built, the Victorian sewers, that really would appeal to me. I'd find that interesting. But I've heard rumour that our sewers are absolutely laced with polio. So, no, I don't think I should like that at all. Anyways, I hope you all found this one interesting, and I will end us on something nice, which is the Battle of Britain Memorial. So say something nice, something, well, it is, it's nice that they're remembered, isn't it? Yeah, and it's nicely lit too. Especially that bit there. Right, so, hope you all enjoyed the tour, guys and girls. Thank you for watching.